Hey guys, this is day 5 of our reading plan. We're going to be going through Genesis 12:1 to 15:21. And just as a reminder, everything I say in these videos are my thoughts and my thoughts alone, not representative of any church body. So we're starting the patriarchal history, the history of the patriarchs of the Jewish and later the Christian faith, right? So at the end of chapter 11, we're introduced to this man named Abram. The Lord says to Abram, go from your country and your kindred and your father's house. Okay, pause. That's a big ask. Saying leave your community, leave your family, leave your father's house, leave what you know to the land that I will show you. So I'm not even telling you where you're going to go. Just step out and do it. But then the Lord says, and I will make a great nation. I'll make you a great nation, and I will bless you and make your name great so that you will be a blessing. And I will bless those who bless you, and him who dishonors you, I will curse. All right, so he says, hey, you're going to take this great leap of faith. You're going to leave everything you've ever known. You're going to go to a place that you don't even know where you're going, but I'm going to bless you. I'm going to make a great name out of you, and you're going to bless people. Kind of spoiler alert here, his line, his family blesses the whole world. Jesus Christ comes out of the line of Abram. So Abram's old, right, 75 years old. It says here, and he parts with his wife Sarai, and they set out to the land of Canaan. All right. And the Lord says, I'm going to give your offspring this land. Okay, so there's a famine. That's kind of next big point in the story. Abraham goes to Egypt. He gets afraid. He says, when the Egyptians see my wife Sarai, they'll say that's his wife, and they're going to kill me because the Egyptians will see her and want her. But if you tell them that I'm your brother, they'll let me live. All right? So he does that. Pharaoh sees she's beautiful. And I think it's a fair conclusion that Pharaoh takes her. We're going to see another story like this that goes slightly differently. But in this one, Pharaoh, the Lord afflicts Pharaoh with great plagues because of Sarai. So we can kind of conclude that probably Pharaoh took her. So if you're looking at the names from the last video or 2 videos ago, whatever it was, out of the line of Ham, Egypt, evil already. So they send him away, but Pharaoh had given him a bunch of stuff when he was, lambs, sheep, goats, donkeys. It doesn't even say lambs. It says sheep, oxen, donkeys, male and female servants, camels. He gives them to him while he's got Sarai, and he says, go take all of it after the Lord afflicts him. So they leave Egypt. They're extremely prosperous. There's not enough space for him and Lot's clans, so they kind of split up. And we're starting to see promises. The Lord said to Abram, lift up your eyes and look from the place where you are, northward and southward and eastward and westward, for all the land you see that I will give to you and to your offspring forever. So he's promising him great prosperity and wealth on earth. And I will make your offspring as the dust of the earth. Pause. Your offspring as the dust of the earth. So, like, too many to count, right? So Abraham is 75 and older now, at least 75. He has no children. And he's saying, you're going to have so many kids that they can't be counted. Abram builds an altar. Lot is taken. There's a war between the 5 kings that they name there. Abraham rescues Lot, and we get this character, Melchizedek, kind of a mysterious preacher. He is a priest of God Most High in Salem. A lot of people think Salem later became Jerusalem. But the thing we need to take out from here is just Melchizedek is a priest of God Most High. Remember that for when we get to Hebrews. We see tithing here, right? Okay. Then in chapter 15, we get the second covenant. The first verse in chapter 15, we see the prophetic formula. After these things, the word of the Lord came to Abram in a vision. So we're going to see, and the word of the Lord came to this person, this person, this person. That's kind of our very hallmark phrase for a prophet. Abraham later in the story will be identified as a prophet. So God promises again to give Abram an heir, to have him a son born of him and Sarai, and to make him as numerous as the stars again. The Lord makes a covenant promise with Abraham. He's like, I'm going to uphold it. They seal that covenant promise by cutting a bunch of animals in half. It's just a cultural thing. That's like contract signed and sealed. All right. So that's where we kind of end day 5, y'all. So love y'all. God bless. See you tomorrow.